What's up, guys? I'm Matt. This is Gavin. Gavin, today we are playing a game called Speech Breaker.
Nice.
That's right. We're gonna take turns being reporters, and we have to report what exactly is going on. And here's the kicker, is that when we're listening to these, it's gonna be messing up our own voice, like what we hear. It's gonna make it difficult to communicate what's going on. So, why don't you go first, Gavin?
Wow, thanks.
Let's do this.
Live at the scene, there's this guy who's here who takes out fires. He, you know what that is.
That's all, folks.
And he's also constructing a vehicle that goes super fast, and at NASCAR things. That's one of those vehicles. And he's doing it at a place where you get your teeth, your teeth cleansed, and other things at that place.
A firefighter in building a race car at the dentist's office?
Yes, actually. That was all right.
Oh my goodness. Reporting live at the scene, there's a reindeer.
Okay.
A reindeer flying around a very important place. This is the most important reindeer with a red shining nose. And he's in, it's the most important place for the president. He has a lot of meetings in there. And it's really where he does all of his work. And it's a particular shape.
Red nose, obviously, Rudolph at the Oval Office, the White House?
That's correct.
Nice, okay.
Aha!
You're a good reporter.
Oh, so are you.
Live at 5. Here's the news. There's this big gorilla, a huge one. There's a movie about him. There's a ton of them, okay? And he's using one of his fingers to have a battle with someone else. You know, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And doing this at a place where you would buy certain things to make paintings or crafts.
Wow, Gavin, that was amazing.
very
I
difficult.
believe that was King Kong
Yeah.
engaged in some sort of thumb war at an arts and crafts store?
Pretty
Art
much,
supply
yeah.
store?
Yeah. Wow. That was good. Way to go.
Way to go, you, sir. What an amazing reporter you are. News Sherman man here. There's a guy who cuts my hair. He does this for a living. That's his occupation.
Okay.
And he's in a foreign country with a giant thing. It separates countries. It keeps out Mongolians. In its ancient original context. And this person.
Well, I'm thinking if it cuts your hair, a barber? A barber at the Great Wall of China?
Yeah! You know what, Gavin? Clearly this game is just, it's too easy.
It's too easy.
I think we need to add something.
Amp it up a bit.
Yeah.
How about these that we have?
Yeah!
It's time for the news. This person is someone that's doing what I'm doing. Sharing the info of the day, okay? And they're lost out here in the cactus, in the sand, okay? And they look and they're actually at a moon. It was a planet, but now it's just a moon. And it's in space.
What? All right, it's a news reporter in the desert?
Yeah?
And they're moonwalking?
It was a newscaster wandering the desert at Pluto.
Hey,
You know,
okay,
yes.
I guess we didn't.
No.
Newsman recording. Okay, I work on toilets and pipes in a house for the water. And I have a car, a fancy car. goes fast. That's it.
Did not catch any
Gross.
of that.
None of it?
I think maybe something with a garbage truck.
What? Not even the first part?
No.
I'm reporting live on the scene about a plumber in a Porsche. Fancy car.
You ready?
Nope, let's do it.
News at 5. Here's the scoop. There's a unicorn that's flying around. And I think Hercules owns this unicorn. And they are they're looking at words on a hook that tell you definitions. And then he's at a building that's scary, really scary. Like at Halloween, you don't want to go in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is Pegasus reading a dictionary? Mm-hmm. In a haunted house.
Yeah, that was exactly right.
Woo!
Way to go.
Rotten news man. Here. There's a person who watches your children.
Okay.
He watches your children. And they're welching letters in order.
Okay, yeah.
And they're standing in a place where cars go. It's very dangerous. Right in the center.
Babysitter.
Uh-huh.
Okay, babysitter.
Uh-huh.
I get it. And then something with a car.
It was a babysitter burping the ABC.
Burping the ABCs.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Right here, the news. There's this guy who uses a machine to get metal pieces together using a gun thing, using stuff, and it's like, and he's really upset, like shoot angry, and he's doing this at a land with flowers that are red and iron handles. You know.
Is it a welder?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a welder. I don't know. The rest of it I didn't
It's
get.
okay. It's a welder throwing a tantrum at a rose garden.
A rose garden.
Yeah.
A rose garden. News here. There's a person at a swimming pool who's looking after people, making sure they're safe. Okay, got it.
I think so.
He's drinking a lot of liquid you would get from a cow. He's drinking it so fast, there's a word for that. What he's doing with this liquid from a cow. And he's at a place where they film things.
Oh, wow. So a lifeguard shooting milk out of his nose? Chugging milk?
Chugging milk? Yeah.
Chugging milk.
Yeah. You got it. You got it. Yay! All right, well, that was insane. Gavin and I had to speak up and try to communicate to one another.
It's very difficult.
Very, very difficult. The Bible has a lot to say about speaking up about things, so let's hear more about that from one of our friends.
Hey guys, I'm Donna. The entire story of the Bible leads to the person of Jesus. When Jesus lived on earth, he spent a lot of time teaching and performing all kinds of miracles. One time, when he was just hanging out with some of his core followers, he asked them who the people of Israel thought he was. After a few different answers, he asked them the same question. Here's what it says in Matthew chapter 16, verses 15 through 17. "But what about you?" he asked. "Who do you say I am?" Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven." Wow! Peter spoke up and said the right answer. And Jesus said he was blessed because of that. It just feels good to be the first to speak out the right answer sometimes. Have you ever done that in school when the teacher asks a question? Or what about when you and some friends are playing a game that has trivia questions? How did you feel when you were the first to answer correctly? Talk about that in your group for a few minutes, and then we'll get back to our Bible breakdown with Gavin.
Order. 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 Gavin, it was you, wasn't it? Tell us. Tell us! Okay, fine. I confess, it was me. I put the whoopee cushion on Matt's chair. That's what I thought. 1 year of timeout for you, and no, YouTube. No! No! How many of you guys have ever been in timeout? I remember there was one time I was in timeout because I forgot to flush the toilet and wash my hands. And that was just last week. No, I'm just kidding. But I actually did have to go to timeout one time when I was little because I didn't do those two things when I was at my babysitter's. True story. I'll never forget to flush now. Now, when you do something wrong and your parents find out, the worst part is confessing that you did it, especially when you didn't want them to know that you did anything. Okay, Mom, I confess, I flushed the goldfish down the toilet. It's always good to own up to your mistakes. The word confess doesn't always feel like a good thing. The word is usually used when you did something wrong and you have to confess that you did it, like you are guilty of something. But today, we're gonna use a different meaning of the word confess. A meaning which just means speaking up or speaking out about something, especially something that you believe to be true. Like when your teacher puts this extremely hard math equation on the board and you raise your hand and give the right answer. You spoke up or confessed the right answer. You spoke up about something that you believed to be true. Just think of Family Feud. Not all their answers are right, and it's funny to watch Steve Harvey react to some crazy answers. But all those contestants speak up to try to give the right answer. And their team wins if they give enough right answers. Now, it's one thing to give an answer when Steve asks you a question, but it's a whole other thing when Jesus asks you a question. I mean, just ask Peter. In our Bible story today, word was getting around about Jesus and all the amazing things he was doing. So, Jesus asked his disciples, "Who do people say that I am?" And his disciples told him that some thought he was a prophet or something. But then Jesus asked them that same question. "Who do you say that I am?" And that's where Peter confessed. Not confessed as in he was sharing to Jesus that he was guilty of something. He confessed that he believed that Jesus was the Messiah or the Savior of the world. He spoke up and said what he believed was true. And Jesus' response? Well, to Jesus, that was the exact right answer. In the Bible, it says that Jesus blessed Peter because of it. That's pretty cool. With a lot of things in life, if you believe in something or get excited about something, you speak up about it. Like, I love cookies! And the same is true when we choose to follow Jesus and believe that he is our Savior. Confess, speak up about it. So, let's ask that question to ourselves. Who do you say that Jesus is? Because the answer to that question will change everything. And if you are still unsure your answer to that question, if you haven't already, go check out our Starting Point for Kids class to learn more about what it means to follow Jesus. And if you do believe what Jesus has done for you, confess it. Be excited about it. Tell others about it. Tell the whole world what Jesus has done for you.